Do you ever get this thought process heckling in your mind that, why? Oh, why is life filled with so much anxiety, stress and pain? No matter how better I do, no matter how sincerely I stick to my religion, no matter how accurately I follow my spiritual guides and mentors, no matter how better I try to synchronize my life and habits with what is desired, still all I get is problems, problems, and problems. Sometimes the thoughts become so heavy that it feels like that somehow, oh God, if somehow I could escape this life and be a nobody. Or if I was never born. But wait, here is what God has written for you.
الذي خلق الموت والحياة ليبلوكم أيكم أحسن عملا وهو العزيز الغفور.
He who created death and life to test you, as to which of you is best indeed, and he is the exalted in might, the forgiving. At another point, the God says,
لنبلونكم بشيء من الخوف والجوع ونقص من الأموال والأنفس والثمرات وبشر الصابرين.
Surely we will test you with a bit of fear and hunger and loss in wealth and lives and fruits, and give good tidings to the patient. Pause the video, read these 2 verses again and again, and every time you read it, you will feel like the God himself is behind you, patting on your back and telling you to just wait a little longer. O my creation, I am testing among you as if who is steadfast and patient. It is the beauty of the word of God like no other text, that it appears before you a whole new meaning, a whole new feeling, a whole new experience every time you read a particular verse of the Quran. So, my dear brothers and sisters, I know life can be harsh, unforgiving, and cruel at times. Every time you are struck with any inconvenience, whether it is a short-lived complication or a long-term calamity, always remember that it is a trial. You are in a period of careful observation by the Creator. For if you remain calm and patient toward the God's will, but what is that one thing which leaves a person in state of constant panic and unrest when struck with a calamity at the first place? What I observe from my view of reference is that it is the man himself who has put everything at stake for the dunya, the worldly life. He has grown up in a society filled with the thrive of success, the worldly success, the success which is temporary, the success which will have its ultimate end, and everybody knows the fact. But nobody realizes, on an average, a person gets to live around 73 years. And who says that you get to live a peaceful, luxurious and pleasureful life? That too for merely 73 years. This is the ultimate lie we've been told all our lives. Like, if you do this, your life will get better. If you occupy this habit, only then you'll get successful. If you leave this, you'll see positive changes in your life. Okay, I agree that life must be lived by a code which contains consideration for health, emotional well-being, relationships, spirituality, education, work, and personal growth. But all of that requires an everlasting commitment, a continuous struggle to thrive above all procrastination, right? And all of that is for a good reason, for us to be able to live our lives. I repeat, to live our lives, and not merely existing, so that tailors down the argument to one consensus. I believe we are, that life hits everybody, every human on the planet, at intervals, short or long. And if we incorporate all of that worldly struggle for the ultimate cause of fulfilling the will of Creator, of actually considering our lives as a test, then believe me, it would become easier for you and all the candidates in this world going through that test, to ultimately fulfilling all of its requisites and enter the paradise together. Do you know, why did I say that? Why did I mention humans collectively? Because it is the society, it is the human observation that leads to developing most of his personality, his character, and the thought process. A person learns from a person. A child is born free from any impurity. It is the interaction and experiences that he goes through which makes up his actual self. Okay, let's head towards the conclusion of this session. I would advise you sincerely, my dear brothers and sisters, that accept this life as it is. Try to get the most of this life. This is our second birth, succeeding our first life in the dominion of angels or the Alame Arwa. There would be no coming up once your brain shuts down. I mean, do enjoy the blessings of this life. There is so much to thank to Allah for what He has provided us. But together with it, don't forget that we are here for a very short span of time. Recite every time this verse from the Quran. Surely we belong to Allah and to Him. We shall return,